Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Finally.
Ryan beats the Cardinal.
Right when it goes off.
He's getting distracted by the telephone.
Your mom's not here today.
See, Mom.
Oh, she's on the phone. Okay. All right, here we go, my man.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the East Tennessee Sports Report. Ashley Blevins here with my co-host Will, the Judge Chris, and Coach Chris. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Great, good.
Everybody have a good weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Great weekend.
Interesting story. Since we don't have a topic, I had to do a science project to help my 8-year-old son in his 3rd grade class.
Oh,
so
my
we had
gosh.
to do the ecosystem of the African savanna grasslands. So that was interesting.
Wow. You got to go back to school.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to believe we're in week 6. This is our 6th week filming this show. So thank you all of our supporters out there in Brooklyn Pizzeria for being our sponsor. Without you all, we would not be able to put this show together every week for you all. So let's just jump right in. Last week's game of the week, Maryville and Sevier County. Come on, Maryville beat Sevier County.
Oh, boy.
It's a tough loss, though.
That's
I think we all saw that coming.
We did.
We did.
I had a little faith in Sevier County. I actually picked – no, I'm lying. I picked Maryville.
Like, what did you do,
Hey, but they
Chris?
still didn't play bad, though. We saw a lot of good things. I mean, Sevierville still had over 300 yards in the game. We were talking about that before we got on the show. So there's a lot to prove that Sevierville had to come out. I mean, they could have laid down and got beat worse, but Maryville's a good team, and they're that way every year. They're reloaded every year. So
They're like
They
a
are.
machine. They're
Oh,
a
yeah, just
well-oiled
so
machine
tough.
every
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Like a little mini dynasty. They're like a college.
they're tough.
Speaking of Maryville, actually earlier today, Roddy talked to Coach Cooper at Seymour, and he had a lot to say about what kind of team Maryville was. So we have that for you all right now.
Here we go now.
Did you see anything that impressed you from the Sevier County Maryville game?
Yeah, I was really impressed with the offensive and defensive interior lines with Maryville. You know, those guys, they just were so technically sound and nice and big and physical and aggressive. They did such a great job of just playing their base defense, and no matter whether Sevier County was trying to run or pass, they played their base defense and just kept them in front of them and did a good job. And there was a reason why they're such a good football team. They're well coached and they're disciplined. They got really good athletes. And I think, the teams in our league, in our area, we got to understand that if we're going to catch up with those guys, we got a lot of work to do.
That's how we roll.
So Coach Cooper, he had a lot of interesting things to say, a very good insight on Maryville, so that was a really great piece. Let's jump right into Sevier County versus Cherokee. What are we thinking is going to happen with them this
I think Sevier County's going to get up on top of Cherokee quick.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback for Sevier County ought to really have a big day. I like Sevier County in that one, start to finish.
Let's see. Come on.
Come on, Chris.
I know.
Sevier County.
I mean, should we even really
Sevier
talk about
County.
that?
Well, Sevier County is going to beat them by 40 points, and I'm going to go ahead and say Duke's going to have 400-plus yards passing this week of Cherokee.
Okay, we'll see. We'll get back with you on that next week. Greenville versus Granger County. Yours already. Okay, Greenville. Okay, we won't even talk about that. Cott County versus Jefferson County. Y'all know what I'm going to say.
Ooh. What are you going to say?
I'm going to say Cott County. Not only because I'm from there, but they're playing some good football this
I'm
year.
going to say that Cott County has always been a huge rivalry for Jefferson County. Goes way back to the days of
That's true.
yesteryear, and Jeff County's always seemed to have their number, but not this year. Jeff County's just got too many unanswered questions. They just can't seem to get a W when it matters, and maybe next year.
Whoa. I'm going to go ahead and back up your team. I want Jeff County. once again, you know my word, hungry. They're hungry for a win. Jeff County.
I think that Jeff County's got they're just not there this year, so I can't go with them anymore. So I'm definitely going with Cott County, come off a bye week. So
Okay,
County.
come on, Cott County. Okay, guys, when we come back, we're going to talk about Ethan Thomas and the Cyclones. Stay tuned.
I didn't know what
That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
America's Mattress.
Experience huge savings on our best-selling mattresses during the Best Buys Mattress Event. Take home this Hot Buy queen-size Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress for only $299. Experience iSeries or iComfort by Serta with queen sets starting as low as $12.99. Plus 24 months zero interest and free delivery, setup, and removal. Only during the Best Buys Mattress Event at America's Mattress.
The sleep you need, guaranteed. Only at America's Mattress.
Open 7 days a week and offering the most affordable health care in your area. Express Health Clinic is the community's choice to getting you feeling better fast. Express Health Clinic treats for common conditions and illnesses with no appointments needed. Visit Express Health Clinic for all your school sports physical needs. Express Health Clinic also offers pre-employment services and certified DOT physicals. Ill visits start at only $59. Express Health Clinic accepts most major insurance plans along with Medicare and TennCare. Next time you're sick or not feeling well, visit Express Health Clinic. You'll feel better when you do.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center. Trusted for over 32 years, our agency has won numerous awards and has served thousands of Tennessee residents. Tammy Francis knows that home health care isn't something you should leave to chance. It is vital that your home health care provider be a reliable and trusted member of the community they serve. That's why Smoky Mountain Home Health and Hospice invests in education and training for their staff. Many have obtained advanced degrees in health care. Just another reason to be sure to request our services when your physician recommends home care. We set the standard in the home care industry.
Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report here at Brooklyn Pizzeria. Let's just jump right in. Dobyns-Bennett versus Daniel Boone. Is that even a question?
Well, it's not a question, but I mean,
I'm not. There's no need to even get into details on this one. Dobyns-Bennett, I know they had a tough loss last week against, how do you say it, Ashley?
Udawa.
Anyway, they're once again going to be Brooklyn Pizza hungry for a big win. So Daniel Boone, look out. Dobyns-Bennett is my vote.
DB all the way. Yeah, I feel sorry for Daniel Boone.
Bless their little hearts.
yeah, Daniel Boone's going to have a tough game against Dobyns.
They are.
I thought you were going to say they were going to win.
I was always like, you about to say Daniel Boone's going to win?
Keep you on your seat. Keep you on your seat.
I know, right? Okay, Seymour versus South Dole.
I'm sorry.
Some of these games, do we really even...
Coaches, I'm sorry, but this is going to be a tough one. But we're going to go South Doyle. Okay. I don't even have to explain why.
South Doyle's really turned their program around. Clark
good.
Duncan's got them going in the right direction. We got some great athletes. They got the commitment. Bruce, that's going to go to UT. They had a big game the other night against Carter, packed house. Look for South Doyle in that one big.
South Doyle.
Okay, we'll see. Elizabethton, they actually beat Tennessee High this last week. They're playing Happy Valley. Is Happy Valley going to be happy?
Boy.
Go from Tennessee High to Happy Valley.
I know, right?
Elizabeth had I want to say this. Elizabeth had a big win. It actually was an upset win against Tennessee High last week. Ethan Thomas had an outstanding game. 5 touchdowns, almost 400 yards, all purpose. Actually, that's going to be our little play of the week that we'll show a little bit later in the show.
Yards.
Yeah, so he, with that big win, I think they're going to keep that momentum. Happy Valley's actually having a lot of trouble this year. They're somewhat of a rival game, just a few miles away, but we're definitely going to have to go with the Cyclones on this one.
Okay.
Definitely. Elizabethton's going to be hard to handle that night.
And Happy Valley's also 0-6.
Yeah, so that's tough.
That says a lot.
It's going to be a tough game.
Okay, so Science Hill versus Tennessee High. Science Hill lost to Brentwood. What do you think?
Well, what I think is Brentwood Academy's got a good ball club. Science Hill's got a good ball club. I'm saying Science Hill's going to get all over Tennessee High. They better look out. They better lace them up tight, strap them on. The quarterback, Magoo, he's special. You can tell. Yeah. He had over 400 yards last week.
Wow.
Passing. So you can just watch and see. Science Hill's going to be ready to go.
Yeah,
Science Hill.
Magoo, White, and the rest of the crew there. A lot of speed. Very disappointing loss last week. We all, I believe, voted for Science Hill, except the guy that's not here. He got that victory.
I'll take that one.
But you know what? It's going to be a tough match. Tennessee High had the tough loss against Elizabethton, but I'm going to have to go with the Hilltop.
Gotcha.
I definitely think Science Hill's going to come out on top this week. Just looking off the loss, I mean, it was still a tough game they played against Brentwood Academy. Their O-line is some of the biggest they've had in all of high school football. So I'm definitely thinking Science Hill.
Okay, guys, stay tuned because when we come back, we're going to talk about the play of the week and the game of the week.
Good crowd today. Good crowd. We like this.
Folks are coming from all around East Tennessee to Brooklyn Pizzeria simply because they love the pizza. The Brooklyn Pizzeria pizzas are made fresh daily with plenty of fantastic toppings to choose from. Just look at that hot, delicious pizza. Come get you some right now at Brooklyn Pizzeria. And don't miss the live taping of the East Tennessee Sports Report every Monday night at 7 p.m. And take advantage of their wing specials, pizza specials, and ice-cold beverages at your local neighborhood pizzeria, Brooklyn Pizzeria, Newport, Tennessee, beside the Best Western office.
William Blunt took a safety on purpose and then kicked off to Jeff County, and Jeff County ran the kick up back, passed one pass, and then kicked for the winning field goal, missed it. So kicked for the winning field goal, missed it.
Hi, folks. This is Alonis Tar Chevrolet in Jefferson City.
Tar family has been serving the Lakeway area since 1952 and moved into this building in 1971. Over 42 years later, you would never guess this is the same dealership. A brand new look, but we still have the most loyal and dedicated staff in East Tennessee to serve all of your automotive needs. But now we have the most state-of-the-art facility around. Our selection of new and used vehicles is bigger than it has ever been. One thing that hasn't changed over the last 60 years is come trade with us or we'll both lose money. And of course,
nobody beats a Tar deal.
Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report. First of all, I would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors because without them, this show would not be possible. So thank you all sponsors, Crescent Center Drugs, Smoky Mountain Health, Tar Chevrolet, Express Health Clinic, All-American Mattress, and of course, Brooklyn Pizzeria. So thank you all for being our sponsors. Without you, this show could not be possible. Let's talk about Gatlinburg Pittman and Austin East.
Gatlinburg Pittman and Austin East. Oh boy,
Coach
what can we say about this? Yeah, Coach Hammonds, good coach. We talked to him earlier. He's going to have his team prepared and ready for a fast, they're called what, the Road Runners, right?
Yes.
It's going to be a fast, quick team that he's up against. But I think Coach Hammonds has got some up his sleeve with the team, and I think I'm going to pick Gatlinburg Pittman.
Okay.
Yep.
Judge, I think I'm going to go with A&E, Austin East.
Okay.
They got the speed. I know they're they find themselves in the same boat as Jefferson County, a team that's tradition, got a rich program, got a lot going for it, got the support of the community, but they're just now finding their way. They've got a new coach. They've had some setbacks, but GP is going to have a hard time containing the speed that Austin East is going to put out on the football field. So I'm going to differ with you this time, and I'm going to go with Austin East.
It's going to be tough.
Well, I think speed is also a key. I mean, we talk about speed a lot on the show, so you know that's a big part of high school football. But Coach Hammond's got Gatlinburg Pittman. They've always got a plan. They're a tough team, like you said about Austin East. I think it will be a tighter game than most people think, but Gatlinburg Pittman will come out on top. So.
Oh yes, the judge.
He sided with you this time. He sided with you. Woo. Okay, Pigeon Forge, Coach Meadows. They're playing Fulton. So.
Here comes another speed game with Fulton. So we talk about speed again with Fulton. We talked about it all week. 6-0
That's ridiculous
Fulton.
Speed.
I don't know if we've seen a faster team, so I don't know who you guys are going to go with on this one, but I think Pigeon Forge has got a tough one this week.
They do have a tough one. Very, very, very tough game. Fulton fast. Very fast team. Very sound team. A lot of talent on this team. Ranked
nationally, I think we talked about Maryville. Maryville and Fulton, two of the teams that are ranked nationally. They're somewhere down the road, 30s, 40s. But anyway, that lets you know what type of team Coach Meadows has to face.
Yes.
So good luck, Coach Meadows. I like you a lot, but I'm going to have to. And you're my team. I'm following you. I picked you earlier, but this is the first time I'm picking against you. Fulton.
Fulton
again.
Alrighty, guys. Game of the week is West versus East. Roddy actually has something special for you all, a segment. He had an interview with the coach at West, so watch that.
Here we go now.
Thanks, Ashley, and welcome to the East Tennessee Sports Report. I am now in the locker room of Morristown West, and I'm with Coach Lamar Brown. Coach, just a quick, give me an update on how your team has progressed to this point of the season.
Well, right now we're a very young team. We're growing up. We're maturing as the year goes along. I'm happy with where we're at. We've played a really tough schedule. On our schedule, West Green has one loss. That's to us. Greenville's got one loss. That's to us. We went to Science Hill, who's undefeated, and got beat by a very good Sevier County team last week.
To this point, on offense, you've got your Delaney, your running backs, and assess your offense right quick.
Well, we're not where we want to be. We're shooting ourselves in the foot a lot with some penalties, pre-snap penalties and stuff. But it's a new offensive system, and they're progressing with it. I'm happy with the run game. The passing game is very sporadic. One week we'll be really sharp in it, and the next week we won't be. So that's something in the off week we've worked really hard on.
That was my next question. This off week gives you time to get anybody that's hurt, get them healed up, put any new wrinkles in you don't want the East to see. But how's your team preparing for that big game next week Friday?
Well, the off week came at a perfect time. We had some people banged up. DeAndre was banged up with the shoulder. Only played about half of a quarter against Sevier County. So it's come at a good time. We're getting some guys healthy, some guys that have bumps and bruises, some downtime, and then we just focused on us doing what we do and getting better at it.
Everybody thinks that this is just the East-West game, but there's a lot that goes into this game. You guys, it's a conference game. It is something that for seeding in the playoffs, and a lot of people don't know about that, do they?
No, they don't. It's a very important game in our conference. I think us and East are both competing for a conference championship. We both have one loss in the conference, with both teams being beat by Sevier County. So, coming into it, it's a big game for the city of Morristown. It's a game that our kids take a lot of pride in, but overall, the biggest thing about it is a conference game.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking a little bit of time for us to come by, for the East Tennessee Sports Report to come by.
That's how we roll.
Hope you all enjoyed that interview that Roddy had earlier with the coach of West. So let's just talk about that. Game of the week, West versus East. They both had off weeks. Is that going to have anything to do?
You know what? This is going to be tough for me to pick. So I want the judge, since he's from Morristown, just break down
have a lot to say about this.
things for us, Judge, to help me out.
If you've not been around Morristown East and Morristown West, this is probably one of the biggest rivalries you'll have all season. This game always comes down to special teams, and whoever wins that usually has a great chance to win the game. But mentally, this game is so big for so many players. The environment is always the biggest that it is. Your emotions are always running high. Even for guys that don't ever get very big emotions, this game comes out. You spend your whole career or life in Morristown thinking about this game. So for people like me, I get chills just thinking about it. But Morristown East and Morristown West is an amazing football game, and I think this week it'll definitely come down to who wants it more and what you go with your gut. So, of course, I'm going with East, but it will be a tremendous football game. I think everybody should come out and watch it this week. So.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm going to jump on those comments. Those are all true. A lot of bragging rights in Hamlin County going to come down this Friday night. I just don't think that East is going to have the athletes. They're not going to have the speed. I think West's going to turn that running back loose, which they should have done the week before last for bye week. They got to feed the rock to him, let him go. They've got a big line. Let him go. Taking West.
Okay. Oh boy.
Remember their schedules too. They're both 3-2, 1-1 the conference.
Sure.
Oh boy, I got to break the tie. I'm playing the judge role here.
I know, right?
East West.
Switching
East
roles
West.
here.
I follow both of the teams. I taped them the last few years, and the stadium, it is electrifying, and it's golly, it's so hard to pick
East
this
is
year.
home this week too.
East is home.
What's that mean? I mean, they're home in the same stadium.
I know.
West is playing.
The stadium one side's bigger than
Let me tell you what it means.
That's
It means
big
that
time
West
stuff.
has to pay for parking.
Okay, all right. I got you.
And all the money goes to East.
What do you think?
Good gosh.
on, Chris.
Delaney, if he's coming back strong, East West.
Logan.
Okay, we'll see. We'll check back next
Okay.
week. Okay, play of the week. Ethan Thomas with that amazing kickoff return against Tennessee High.
Baller.
Best one I've seen.
I guess we'll just go to break and let them watch
I
it.
know, right? You guys check it out. When we come back, we're going to talk about Buccaneer football and, of course, my favorite, volunteer football. Go Vols.
Check out that play of the week.
Go Canes.
Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Thinking about end-of-life care can be quite overwhelming. We understand that. When you are aware of the help that we can provide, you will be able to make an informed decision and feel ready to bring on our team of compassionate and caring medical professionals. Families that have used our hospice services tell us often that they wish they had chosen our care sooner. They don't know what they would have done without us. Relief comes easily to patients and families, as our services are covered by Medicare, VA, and most private insurances. Call us today.
America's Mattress.
This weekend, pay no tax at the tax-free mattress sale only at America's Mattress. Serta queen-size mattresses just $2.99 plus no tax. Or upgrade to any iComfort or iSeries model featuring cool action gel memory foam and pay no tax. Plus 0% financing until 2019. Pay no tax only at America's Mattress.
The sleep you need, guaranteed. Only at America's Mattress.
Pick some.
On what?
Pick on the Vols game.
Okay.
Oh, you want solid pick? Yeah,
Okay.
pick on the Vols game. That way it's a little more time.
Online, I picked Georgia last week. I'm sorry.
Oh.
3 points.
Did you do that? Are you picking online on our website?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't do that.
Yeah, he's got to set up the quick. He's doing the ball pick.
Yeah, I saw Joyful Noise.
Yeah, that's me.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Welcome back to the East Tennessee Sports Report. Now, some of my favorite section of the night. First of all, actually, let's talk about the Buccaneers. Chris actually played for them, played football for them. How many years ago, Chris?
Played that a few years ago.
A few years ago.
Leather helmet.
So, can you give us an update? I know the last week you had received the newsletter that
Yes.
they were talking about it. They were going to do the scrimmage. Any more updates on Buccaneers?
Really wanted to go to this game, Ashley, but I had to support our little junior Cyclones.
Right.
And actually, one of our best players on the team, his brother plays for ETSU, so
Really?
we were without him this week. So he went and supported the Bucs and supported his big brother. Mr. Adam Mullins was actually, I read about him, and he had about 4 or 5 tackles. He was actually mentioned in the game.
Wow.
But I heard it was a lot of excitement, electrifying crowd once again, which is unusual for a scrimmage, but with the the region excited about football coming back, a lot of support. So hopefully we keep that support going. Some standout players locally that are vying for positions. Sexton, who played quarterback at Seymour, had a pretty good game, as well as Logan Wallace from Morristown East. He's battling for it. So I think it ended in a tie, but I really wish I could have went and seen the game. But I think they got another one kind of at the Castle in Bristol.
Okay.
So,
So-
but a lot of excitement. We're excited. So go Bucks.
I think it's going to be good. I think they're so excited. It's been so long, and they've tried for years to get the football program to return. I'm expecting big things
They're
from
hungry.
them. I mean,
They're
their
hungry,
locker
Ashley.
rooms, gosh. Their locker rooms look amazing. I mean, they're really putting
boy, I
a
need to
lot
look at
of
that locker
time
room.
and money
Yeah, we're going to have to all go to the
invested
locker room.
into them. So I'm excited. What do you think, Will?
Well, they've got great leadership. Torbush, he's been everywhere. I mean, A&M to North Carolina to all over. Coach Fulmer's helping out up there.
There you go.
He's
Can't go wrong with
lending
that.
his support, and it just sounds like they're hungry for some good football.
They're
and-
changing the tradition. They got new symbols this
That's
year.
right.
They're changing
Oh, yeah, they're
everything. So
switching
it's
it
a
up.
it's a new environment.
Speaking of hungry,
As Chris takes a food break.
That's a New York
So-
slice of pizza. You got to fold that.
I-
yeah, that's right. New York side.
You fold it. That's right. There you go. Like Tony Soprano.
My gosh.
Ah.
You're so funny. So moving on to my favorite team of all, the Vols. So disappointing loss this last weekend, but let me tell you, to do that well against Georgia, I mean, we're playing like we haven't played in years. I'm so impressed with them. 3 points, but gosh dang,
We're just that close.
I know, right?
It's on the edge.
It's there. It's
I
gonna
know
happen.
You probably feel it too, but I think that what Tennessee's doing right now is building on every game,
Yeah, they
every
are.
play. You do not see this team giving up.
No.
And it's so exciting to see that because some teams would always just give up over the past few years.
That's exactly right. The leadership, the talent. I mean, you can see people, you hear the coaches and you hear all the big-time pundits talk about recruiting. You can see that. I mean, we've got
paying
20-plus freshmen playing
It's amazing.
against men with full beards.
I know.
Okay?
Let me just say, Hurd,
Yeah.
that kid
Oh, he's amazing.
is a beast.
He's amazing. Todd Kelly Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all going to be studs. Malone.
They are.
All of them. The O-line. I mean, we've got 2 guys on the O-line that are freshmen. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
2
It is.
freshmen.
in the SEC
That's-
too.
In the SEC, I mean, that's just unheard of. It was great to see that we were in there. We were in there to the very final seconds
Yeah.
of the
Oh, man.
game.
Very close.
We need a big win, though,
We
this
do.
weekend.
That's what I'm
We've
saying.
got to get this
I feel like it's the
win.
week. It's
But you-
going to happen.
But also, Worley coming back after that injury and throwing those passes he did and coming out and playing strong. I mean, respect to Justin Worley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dedication.
He's really doing. He's
And we did
really
have some
showing what's all
disappointing news
about.
today. Dylan Bates is out for the season. I don't know if y'all saw that today.
Yeah,
that's-
Dylan Bates is out.
That's tough.
So.
Well,
tough,
I'm very
tough blow.
excited to see what they do. I definitely think we're going to come out on top with the W. I'm making my prediction now.
Don't forget
so
to
come on,
wear
Vols.
your orange and white for the checkerboard.
Exactly,
It's a statement.
checkerboard, yes.
So you got Florida?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? You
No, Lord, no. Florida's going to lose. We're going to kill them.
No.
Stand those people. If you're from
Win by
Florida, I'm
touchdown.
sorry, but I don't like you.
Tennessee by a touchdown.
Also, thanks again to our sponsors one more time: Crescent Center Drugs, Smoky Mountain Health, Tar Chevrolet, Express Health Clinics, All American Mattress, and Brooklyn Pizzeria. So thank you all. We love being up here every week doing this show. So thank you guys for being our sponsors. And
Ashley, I got one thing to say.
oh, what do you have to say, Chris?
Go to yourhighschoolsports.com because you can cast your vote for Tennessee or Florida. So let us know what the public thinks about that
Like
game.
us on
coming up.
Facebook, too.
Yes, like
Go
us
to
on
Twitter.
Facebook. If you can't watch us Thursday night at 7 on Charter, like Chris said, yourhighschoolsports.com. You can catch it all there on our website. And also, overtime after the show, we will have the Pick a Pocket for a Prize. So go
boy.
on over and check that out. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next
What's in
week.
your
This
pocket,
is
Bill?
Ashley Blevins, East Tennessee Sports
My
Report.
pocket, same as last week.
Nothing.
Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. Here we go now. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.